Today we are going to see about data link layer protocol, HDLC, high level data link control. There are two protocols for data link layer. One is HDLC, another one is PPP point-to-point protocol. Today we are going to see only about HDLC, that is high level data link control. HDLC is a bit-oriented protocol. It is used for communication over point-to-point and multi-point links. It implements the stop and wait protocol. When we talk about its configuration and transfer modes, HDLC provides two common transfer modes that can be used in different configuration. One is the NRM, normal response mode, and the second one is ABM, asynchronous balanced mode. First we are going to say about NRM, normal response mode. In NRM, the station configuration is unbalanced. We have one primary station and multiple secondary stations. A primary station can send command, a secondary station can only respond. The NRM is used for both point-to-point and multi-point links. Here you can see the diagram for both point-to-point and multi-point. In point-to-point, one primary station, one secondary station, and in multi-point, one primary station, and there are two secondary stations for response. That's all about NRM, normal response mode. Next we are going to see about ABM, asynchronous balanced mode. In ABM, the configuration is balanced. The link is point-to-point and each station can function as a primary and a secondary. So this is the common mode today, and here you can see the diagram where both stations can send command and respond. That's all about ABM, asynchronous balanced mode. Next we are going to see about its frames. HDLC defines three frames: I frame, S frame, and U frame. I frame, information frame, that is used to carry user data. S frame, supervisory frame, that is used to carry control information. And the third one, unnumbered frames, that is for reserved for system management. Each frame in HDLC may contain up to 6 fields. One is beginning flag field, second one address field, and third one controlled field, then fourth information field, and fifth one FCS, that is a frame check sequence, and the last one ending flag field. So this diagram shows for each one I frame, S frame, and U frame. I frame contains flag field, address field, control field, then user data from upper layers, then FCS, then last flag field. So these are the fields for I frame. Then for S frame, flag field, address field, control field, FCS, and flag. So these are the fields for S frame. And for U frame, flag field, address field, controlled and management information, then FCS, then flag. So these are the fields for U frame. And flag field, this field contains synchronization pattern 0, W1, 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 0, which identifies both beginning and the end of a frame. That is for the main use of flag field, that is used to identify beginning and end of a frame. Then second one, address field. This field contains the address of the secondary station. If a primary station created the frame, it contains a true address. If a secondary station creates a frame, it contains a from address. So that is address field. And the third one, control field. The control field is 1 or 2 bytes used for flow and error control. That is the main use of control field. Then information field It contains the user data from the network layer or management information. FCS, the frame check sequence, is the HDLC error detection field. It contains either a 16-bit or 32-bit CRC. And next we are going to see a control field for iframe. The first bit defines the type. If the first bit of the control field is 0, this means the frame is an iframe. The next 3 bits called n of s defines the sequence number of the frame. Then the last 3 bits called n of r correspond to the acknowledgement. The single bit between n of s and n of r is called the p/f bit. If this bit is 1, it means hold the frame is sent by a primary station to a secondary. If this bit is 0, it means final. The frame is sent by a secondary to a primary. So P means hold and F means final. Okay, and this is the diagram for iframe, control field of iframe. Then control field of for S frame. S frame does not have information field. If the first 2 bits of the control field are 1, 0, this means the frame is an S frame. The last 3 bits called n of r correspond to the acknowledgement number ACK. The 2 bits called code are used to define the type of S frame itself. The frames are RR, that is receive ready, and RNR, receive not ready, then REJ reject, and the last one is the SREJ, selecting reject. Here you can see the diagram 1, 0, then followed by code and P/F and N of R. Okay, that is S frame. Then control field for U frame. Unnumbered frames are used to exchange session management and control information between connected devices. Frames contain an information field that you are used only for system management information and not user data. If the first 2 bits of the control field are 1, 1, this means the frame is an U frame. And U frame codes are divided into 2 sections. A 2-bit prefix before the P/F bit and a 3-bit suffix after the P/F bit. Together, these 2 segments, 5 bits, can be used to create up to 32 different types of U frames. So this you can see here, 1, 1, then followed by code P/F, then followed by 3 codes. So this is for U frame. So that's all about the HDLC, that is high level data link control. Thank you.